Welcome back to the Cozy Cushion. My name is Natasha Greeno. I'm an intuitive empath with psychic ability, and today I would like to invite you into a ritual that I didn't know I had a pattern of doing until I paid attention to it, and it was just this week when I was under such extreme emotional heaviness that I realized how beautiful of a practice this actually is. And it is the reset ritual that I do when I'm struggling with hard times. So, whether it was a hard conversation, a hard day, a hard emotional day, specifically, I come to my sacred space. So, this is my cozy cushion in my bedroom. So, welcome. I really hope that when you need a reset, that you create a space that is inviting, where you can go and do some of these practices that I'm going to show you in the next few minutes. So we're going to do a combination of a few things. We're going to utilize simple movements and breath work, and we're going to do some mindset stuff at the end, as well as do a little bit of transformational therapy throughout. But what I know for sure is when I'm having a difficult time, movement is medicine. And when we move our body, it changes our thoughts and it reduces our anxieties and helps us breathe better and actually become stronger when we're going through stressful times. So, a part of my reset ritual, I've already started before I showed up today. I always begin my reset with taking a moment on the mat. I sit on my yoga mat and I calm my breath down. I refer to this as circular breath. So it's circular even breath. Is we'll just say I use the number 4 inhale, it would be a 4 exhale. So nice slow controlled breath in all the way and filling my body, and then release and exhale. So I did that for about 2 minutes. Once I was done that, I got up and I started a very small reset routine that I have that's very good for my body. And I just realized today how much I've grown to appreciate it. So I'm going to share it with you today in hopes that it helps somebody else when they're going through some stuff that's rather difficult, whatever it may be. So after I had a breath sitting on my mat for a minute or two to calm my heart rate down, I come to standing on my mat. So my mat is here, and I have my feet about hips width apart. And at first, I just want you to stand and release all that tension that we have pressing forward into our life. So whether we're on our cell phone, whether we're on our computer, whether we're working on a vehicle or whatever, we're always pressing into things like our work and so on and so forth. So the first thing I like to do is just stand tall to reset my central nervous system. I relax completely. I try to minimize the mind chatter. When I come to my mat in my room, it's my opportunity to slow down, to disconnect, and come into my body. So that's where we're going to go for a minute and just move our body in a beneficial way. So we're standing nice and tall, our head is up, our chin is up, our shoulders are down and back, arms are relaxed to the side, feet are hips width apart, and we're just breathing here, gentle circular breath in and out. We're not going to be fussy about counting or anything. We're just taking a moment for ourselves to breathe completely in. And at the top, we're going to exhale and relax. Exhaling and doing it over and over again. So after I do that for a minute or two, I add movement. This movement, I'm going to keep my head straight forward, but I'm going to twist with my arms back and forth and just kind of swing them. I'm not going to put any thought, so you can close your eyes. And I'm just keeping my head forward as best as I can. And I'm swinging my body back and forth. So if at first you want to keep maybe your eye on a specific spot on the wall or what have you, but as you get going, you can close your eyes and just move gently, feeling the wind beneath your wings, just like you're flowing back and forth. You're not pressing, you're not pushing. Your arms are just kind of floating as you turn your body without any force. While I'm doing this, I'm breathing completely. I'm staying with my breath. I call this rescue breath. It's consistent, and that's all I'm thinking about is my breath. Am I breathing in and out? And I'm only thinking about the wind beneath my arms as I'm twisting or oscillating back and forth. So what this does for our body is it activates all of our oscillating systems, which are our chakra, from our root chakra all the way up into our crown chakra. So just take a moment here after stopping that and just feel what it's like to be in your body. Shoulders down and back, chin is up, relaxed, not doing anything for a moment. Continuing to breathe consistently in and out. Not forcefully, but breathing on purpose fully, all the way in and all the way out. No holding and just releasing all the way in and all the way out with awareness. After we do that exercise, my next favorite exercise to do after that is actually just a stretch. After I do that, I like to bring both arms up, place them behind my head so my hands are actually interlocking. If you're not able to do that, that is fine. I just want you to reach up behind your head, approximately where your ears are going to be. You're not pressing on your head, you're not pulling it forward or nothing. You're just drawing your chest up, your shoulders down and back, and you're just kind of pressing back here, not with your head, just your arms and chest. Stay here for 3 or 4 breaths. Oftentimes I'll stay here, breathing completely in and out, just gently relaxing their body. So just remember, this is not a tense stretch. This is an opening of your heart center. You're pressing your arms down and back. And once again, we're opening that upper lumbar spine and opening that chest for all the blood flow to come up through your body from your roots. And if you've been hunched over or stressed out or writing emails or what have you, oftentimes all your muscles kind of tense up, and we'll really feel it in our head and our neck. It can give us headaches and so on and so forth. So this one is really fantastic for that, and I will do it if I have a headache. Once again, you're not pressing on the head or the spine. You're just almost like you're relaxing on a summer day, pressing our elbows to the back. Breathing in and out all the way. After I do that, I like to draw the elbows forward And very, very gently, I'm going to roll my body down into a forward bend. And I want you to be a very good judge of your own uh, ability to do this. There's no hurry or fuss. It's not a huge stretch, but some people can get dizzy doing this for the first time, and you do want to be gentle. So as we breathe, we're going to breathe our air out as we start to descend, coming all the way down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, all the way down. So our hands will be like this if they can be, or if they can't, that's fine. Just rest those hands where we can. We're not pushing on the head or neck at all. We're actually nice and relaxed. We're breathing all that air out. And we're just going to hang here just for a moment and breathe. You're going to really feel this in your lower back here. So we're not pressing into this stretch. We're just using what I refer to as the rag doll. We are just hanging like a little bat, upside down, completely relaxed. Chin can be drawn into the chest slightly, not pressing on the head at all, but we're still going to take the opportunity to press out slightly with those elbows while we were upside down. Breathing completely in, and as we breathe out, just relax a little more. And out. So on this in-breath, begin the process of lifting each individual tiny vertebrae. You can relax your arms for this if you would like, ragdoll them up. Lift each very individual spine all the way up until you come up to standing, chin up, jaw relaxed. Once again, breathing here. And just feel the energy shift within your body system, giving yourself a moment of consistent breathing. Rescue breath. Perfect. What I like to do after this is do one side stretch. I like to do this kind of in a tick-tock style, very, very gently with the body. My feet are still hip-width apart, planted on the ground. So if you've been planted too long, feel free to bend those knees and kind of move around a little bit. This is predominantly an upper body ritual that gets us out of our head. So we're going to breathe those arms up. And while we're up here, arms stretch up, we're going to reach, stretch for the sky. Head is back. We're going to breathe in. And when we exhale, we're going to just move slightly to the left. Will be my left in the circumstance here. So whatever it is for you. And then we're going to inhale, come up. Exhale and fall to the right, keeping the arms nice and straight. Reaching to the right, keeping the head centered. And inhale, back up to center. And we're going to do this a couple times while we're breathing. Inhale, come to the left. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is just very free flowing, very gentle for your spine and your head. You can drop that arm if you would like. Inhale. Back up to center. Exhale. Reach. And move the spine side to side. As we inhale, exhale, inhale, up. Beautiful. Come to standing once again. Hands to the heart center. Nice breath in. Exhale out. Just notice how the body is feeling right now, where your attention is at, how you're feeling. Relax those hands down to the side. I find this to be a really, really great physical body reset. It helps me get out of my mind. It gives me something to do that's very familiar to me. I practice this. I didn't realize how much I practice it until I get out of the shower. After I did a few minutes sitting before I come up here, I had a nice shower. I call it a spiritual reset shower. There may be some videos early in my YouTube channel on ritual showers. So when I have a ritual reset shower, it's mostly my intention is to reset my energy. So I did that, sit for a moment on my mat, breathe deeply, completely circular breath for 2 minutes. I go into the shower, and today's goal, I got a little sunburnt the other day, so today's goal was to go in and do really good moisturizer. So I use all my pure body washes and soaps, so they have no additives. Are really, really good for the body and moisturizing the body. I double moisturized my hair because the sun's really hard on it during the summer. And I really thought about, I let my mind go wild in the shower when I first got in. And I released all those thoughts that were really bumping around in my brain and my head, and I added breath to them. And I would sigh out as I released them. A lot of those thoughts, stresses, and struggles don't belong to me. They're emotional imbalances, upsets, and a little bit of stress that's environmental and situational. So they don't really belong to me, and it's really good to physically move into your own reset ritual. It can make a great difference in having a really bad day. I'm just going to bring you down to my mat here, I hope. I apologize there if it's... All right, there we go. Hopefully I guess I did bring it down too far. My apologies. There we go. That's what happens when we don't edit and we're genuine and authentic. It doesn't always go perfect. All right, so after that shower and moisturizing, that's when I came up, because I went from stressed out, emotional, and I didn't have clarity on the decisions I needed to make. So this ritual is something that I practice anytime that happens. I go in, I have a shower. I refer to it as a spiritual shower because I'm a spiritual person. I ask that the white light surround me. And I have stones that I also use. So after I have my shower, I come out and I do what I just did with you guys. I do the twist, I do the stretch, I do the movements. And I made my stones available. So this is a selenite. This is a wonderful stone for cleansing. It changes all the vibrations of all my other stones, and it's a pure white light healing stone that can help call in your guides, that can really help you with your decisions and support you in your emotional upset. Most importantly, so many people forget that their angels, masters, teachers, and loved ones are waiting for us to ask for their help. And it doesn't always have to be in our prayers and our struggle and our strife. It can actually be in our gratitude and our reset. So this stone helps me with that. Sometimes I cleanse myself. If I get out of my shower and I'm still feeling heart heavy or upset, sometimes I will just sit for 2 minutes and breathe completely in and out over and over again and hold this to my heart. Because it also helps with mental clarity. I also brought my grimoire up, so I just didn't want to forget anything. I wanted to jam pack this video with a fresh perspective on self-care, self-love, and our own ability to reset our day and how it's going. So in my other hand, I have a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is wonderful for absorbing all those terrible thoughts that were bumping around in my head that I have trouble letting go because I'm human and I'm sensitive and I want to stay that way. So what the Cozy Cushion is really all about is being who we truly are, but it's also a sacred, safe space for sensitive people to learn the psychic protection, tools, and techniques that are really going to help self-soothe, self-care, self-love, make us stronger and braver in our daily life, which is my goal. That's what I want to teach here. So my black tourmaline helps balance me. It's almost like having a little spiritual scale of crystals that help balance the energies when I feel imbalanced. And these are my two go-to stones. You may have seen them in my other videos, but I love these. If I am traveling, there's a very good chance that I have a black tourmaline in my purse, my pocket, my bra, on me somewhere, because it's a great protective stone. And sometimes if I'm going into environments that I'm not really enjoying, maybe a heavy conversation or what have you, I always carry it with me because it protects me from energies I don't want to accumulate. And when you're an intuitive empath, sometimes, all the time, energy sticks to us like glue. And it's these stones that I have become reliant on that really help me unstick myself, unstuck myself, and really enjoy the journey again and find clarity and peace in my own heart. So thank you so much for staying with me these 22 minutes. I just want to wrap up. I just want to see, I had a couple of notes for today, so let's just see what they say, because as you know, I don't plan anything. So there's other reminders that I wanted you guys to hear directly from me. And one of those things that I needed to remind myself in this reset ritual is that you do not need to fix everything. Sometimes space between you and your greatest obstacles is the best thing you can do. So just start here. If you don't know what to do, come to your mat, breathe, get your crystals, get your rituals that make you happy. It's different for everybody. Some people have tea too. Tea is a great addition to bring. I usually have water with me and sound, which we'll do another day. So yeah, thank you for sitting me. A reminder that you are not broken, that you are becoming who you truly are. And that can be heavy for all of us, not just the intuitive empaths, but that can be also very difficult for people that are going through big transitions in their life, such as divorce, or like me, my son's going away to university, and my identity for the last 18 years has been being a mom to my son. And I love that and invested it all in it. And now it's time for him to grow up and start his own life. And in some essence, I'm going through a transformation of my own. And it's very emotional. So if you're going through some of these things, I'm also here for you. And I wanted to remind you of that. And lastly, I wrote down, allow yourself to see your next step in your mind's eye. So sometimes we get so focused on the problems or the abundance of problems, that when we come and sit in the mat, we move our body, we breathe into it. I want you to learn to invite your own ideas and inspirations into your mind's eye. It's when we resist those heartfelt decisions, when we resist them or leave them up to other people, that they can really strip away who we truly are. So I just want you to encourage you to have self-love, self-confidence, that you are capable of the next best step for you. And I want to challenge you and invite you to meeting yourself on the mat, inviting clarity into your life by moving all the shit out and inviting the light in, and asking yourself, instead of the rest of the outside world and all its chaos and noise, what's the next best step from here? And once we do that, friends, it's amazing how it becomes easier. It doesn't become as heavy. We release those expectations, those problems, or I release them to the universe after this, so I invite you to do the same. And then I look for solutions based on who I am and who I wish to be. And I remind myself that I am the captain of my own ship. I'm the pilot in this plane. I'm the author of this book. So I'm not going to let anybody write on my pages or color on my masterpiece. You know, I'm not giving them permission to do that. And I want to encourage you to do the same. The next thing I wanted to remind us both of, my to-do list is very overwhelming for me right now. You know, with my dad's passing, with my business, with myself, my emotions, with the changes, those things. I was lost in my to-do list the last few days. The reset is me coming to my mat, giving myself the opportunity to breathe, be with myself, clear my thoughts. I freshened up my body, my mind. I'm completely moisturized, so my sunburn is much more comfortable. And I'm focused on the be list. What do I want to be? I want to be at peace. I want to be loving. I want to be inviting, to invite all the viewers that I have into my sacred space so that we can grow together, be together, and learn together. Life is made to be felt, and it's hard. So I want to be better at it. Thank you for staying with me for this 28 minutes. As always, you are loved by me. If you feel as though this video has helped you in any way, please comment below what you liked. I'm sharing this in both my communities, my YouTube community as well as my Facebook community. So let me know, what are you going through? What's your struggles? What would you like help with? What you want to learn? What do you want to be? Share, comment below, like and subscribe. You are loved by me. Namaste. And I'm going to talk to you soon, friends. See you for now.